I swear. Okay, we're learning. Anyways, what's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel today, and we are back on a much anticipated and long awaited classic racing game. That's right, this is Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, the PC version that we are going to be playing here. We're going to do a playthrough which kind of has two parts, which I'll get to shortly. But first of all, I want to thank a couple of people for helping me put this all together. Most of you know that I am an absolute technical illiterate. I don't know the slightest thing about making anything work, especially when it comes to technology like this. And this is a game from 2000, which was proven to be very difficult to set up and get correct. And I still obviously have some issues with trying to make all the sound stuff work. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe it's something else. But regardless, I want to send a big thanks to Spencer Chisnell for helping me kind of understand what I needed to have and what kind of software this was going to require and how this was all going to work together. And big thanks to him for all his help and knowledge throughout this. And then Stephen Halligan really was super key in helping me get this set up, set out very detailed step-by-step instructions on how to get everything to work for this game. And here we are. It's running. So we're going to give this a whirl. We're going to do a full playthrough of this game, both Factory Driver and Evolution. We're going to start today with Factory Driver. Um, I think there are three parts. It's been probably, I was talking about this last night, it's been probably 15 years since I played this game. Now we sat dormant too long. Anyways, it's been 15 years, I think, since I played this game. So obviously it's been quite a long time. We are playing it on the arrow keys, just like I did back in the day, because that's the way that I found best for this game to work in the limited testing I've done. Did some testing to make sure everything works. Everything appears to be okay, so we're going to give it a whirl. Factory Driver has three kind of chunks. Those of you that don't know, you're essentially the Porsche test driver, and you go through and do a series of challenges and events that you have to progress through and succeed to move on and move up the ranks, and eventually you become like chief test driver or whatever. So you start out as junior test driver or rookie test driver, I don't remember, and then you move to junior test driver, and then senior test driver, and then chief test driver, or something like that. So there will probably be 3 or 4 episodes of Factory Driver before we get to the career mode, if you want to call it that, which is the Evolution series of this game. I played the heck out of Evolution when I was a kid. I mean, time after time after time, I'd sit on my parents' desktop, windowed computer before everybody had laptops and everything. Like, this was as key as it came. Played through this so many times, and I have so much experience on this game and so much seat time, if you want to think of it that way. But again, it was all like 15 plus years ago, so very, very excited to get back into it. Huge thanks to all you that asked for this and support this, and it kind of came from the idea of playing Dirt to Daytona and NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, excuse me, and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, which are both previously on the channel. So if you haven't seen the Hot Pursuit 2 playthrough, especially if you like classic Need for Speed games, go check that one out as soon as you're done with this video. But this is going to be part number 1. We're going to have, like I said, 3 or 4 parts of Factory Driver, and then I think there are roughly 40 tournaments. We're going to do a tournament video for the Evolution mode. So that'll be coming up, but we're going to start off today with this. So again, one more shout out to my brother for helping me figure out that this would be doable, first of all. And then my cousin Chris, he gave me the original set of these. He gave me Need for Speed 2 SE, Need for Speed High Stakes, Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed for the PC, this one, and then Hot Pursuit 2 way back in about 2004. So probably just over 20 years ago now that I've been playing these Need for Speed games, the kind of first gen before they went to the street racing scene that became Underground, Underground 2, Carbon, and so on. So anyways, without further ado, I've talked long enough. If there's sound issues, whatever, I apologize. I will fix them in the next episode. It's been quite an uphill battle trying to get everything to work out. As far as sound goes, it doesn't like when I go to windowed mode to start a recording or anything. It seems to work, it seems to work fine once we get into the race. But I am just going to have to roll without music for this, partially because it may be copyright, I have no idea, and partially because it just seems to calm itself down and work better without music. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe there'll be 2 seconds of extreme loudness while I turn everything off at the start of each video, but hopefully that's not the case. So let's hop right into it. Let's hop into Factory Driver. I already have my profile created. It is my name, thank goodness. And we will go to Factory Driver. I just picked the picture guy that looked like Jeff Gordon, because that's the guy that I went with back 20 years ago, whatever. None of them look anything like me, so we're just going with this. All right, Porsche Test Driver. You've been given an opportunity to work on the Porsche test team. This team enjoys a long history of performance and durability testing, which has ensured that Porsche quality excels in every way. While working on the team, you will have many responsibilities, including training, car testing, demonstrations, and the occasional challenge from other test drivers. Only the world's best drivers prosper on the Porsche test team. Do you have what it takes? Porsche. Okay, let's go. Same issues with the mouse, but hopefully we won't have too much of that. Rolf. What's up, Rolf? So, you want to be a part of the Porsche test team? Well, your credentials are all in order, which is quite important, but let's see how you perform behind the wheel. Take the Porsche Boxster behind me out to the Weissach skid pad and drive around the cones by following the arrows. You must avoid hitting the cones, however. Each one knocked over adds time to your performance, and take too long, and these lines are all the same, and take too long, then you, my friend, may be looking somewhere else for work. The map will show you how the skid pad is laid out. All right, let's look at the map quick. I know the route already because I remember this. So yeah, we're just going to go a straight line, slalom, turn around, head back to the finish line. Should be pretty straightforward. We are ready to rock and roll. So we'll look at the team profiles after we get this first one in the book, but we're ready to go. It's going to load us into the game. We are ready. Engine fires up. I do have to change cameras because, again, for some reason it starts us out with incorrect camera. And we are ready. So pretty straightforward here to start. Lemon squeezy. The braking for this appears to be very interesting. There's our finish line. We have about 10 more seconds to get there. Should be able to manage that. And that is the first one done and dusted. 22.37. No idea if that's good. We're not going to speed run this or try to be the best ever or anything like that. Welcome to the team. I am Rolf, and I'm the test driving supervisor for the Porsche test team. You're going to meet some of the other test drivers here the next few days. Some of them might be a little tough on you because you are new, but don't worry, they'll warm up to you eventually. Just show them what you're made of and have fun out there. Alright, that's the way to do it. Maybe we should take now as our opportunity to grab our thumbnail. Whoa, it's getting a little bit laggy. I don't know exactly what's up with that. Alright, we'll see if we can grab a thumbnail from this here. We'll try to do it at that hairpin turn or maybe one of these other corners. Again, if any of the sound is messed up, I apologize. I'll go back and watch through this and make some adjustments. Let's see what kind of camera options we have here. Apparently nothing good. Wow, these are absolute garbage. Holy cow, these are terrible camera angles. All right, we're going to go with this one. So I don't even remember how to. Hopefully that worked as a screen grab. If not, oh well. All right, now we can get out of here, maybe. Hello, Justin, and welcome to the Porsche Test Team, a collection of the best test drivers in the world. My name is Dieter Streck, and I manage this department here at the Porsche factory. Your starting job title will be Junior Test Driver, so that's what this is, I guess. Rolf said good things about you, but I am expecting even better. Here you will be trained in the fine art of driving, and you will be testing some of the finest vehicles in the world. Your new job is very dangerous and offers many challenges. I trust you are up for it. Now go see Rolf. He'll give you your first assignment. I can read, I promise. Junior test driver, Justin. Well, thank you very much. Rolf, since it's your first day, we won't try anything too strenuous. How about we go for a spin on the skid pad? There's a short slalom course set for you out there. Let's see how you do with a 26-second time limit. So a similar thing to what we just did, except we're going to have to do 2 sets of slaloms, essentially. Easy peasy, sounds important enough. Dieter's the first dude. He's the Porsche executive, I guess. He's the manager of many departments at the Porsche factory, one of which is the Porsche test team. He recognizes that Porsches are among the best performing cars in the world, and he expects the same performance from his employees. Billy, the other junior test driver, 24. It's crazy to think that first time I played this, I was about 6, and now I'm 26. Older than Billy, apparently. Recently hired to the Porsche test team, Billy ripped through the hiring process with some of the highest scores seen since Stephanie joined years ago. He has very lofty aspirations and doesn't care who he steps on to meet them, so he's going to be the dick that we have to dispose of pretty quickly here. Frank, senior test driver. After an exciting career on the amateur racing circuit, Frank joined the test team to expand his horizons and experience new challenges. Well, thank you, Frank. Again, I have no idea if these are any real German names. I mean, Dieter obviously is, but I don't know how Americanized or Englishized this was, but regardless, Stephanie is the ace test driver, top tier test driver on the Porsche roster and one of the best test drivers of all time. I don't know how they can possibly measure that, but whatever. She has proven herself many times and has earned the respect of everyone on the team. Klaus, the head mechanic. Klaus is literally the nuts and bolts of the Porsche test team. Whoa. Porsche. Easy there. His experienced hands are responsible for maintaining and modifying the cars driven by the team. And Rolf is the chief test driver. I don't know what the difference is between the ace test driver and the chief test driver, but whatever. As chief test driver, Rolf is in charge of managing the day-to-day operations within the team and has a wealth of experience to share. All right, so we're going to go do that first slalom course. Should be straightforward enough. We are ready. Again, we're going to have to change the camera every single time, which is a little bit annoying, but not too much of an issue. We are underway. 26 seconds should be plenty for this. Of course, the key not to hit any cones here. Lemon squeezy, just under, or just over, I guess, 22 seconds there. And that's easy. Job done. That's pretty good. You handled the car very well. Well, thank you. And we will go back and run again. Rolf, thank you. Porsches are known around the world for their distinctive handling. Cornering is an art you must learn to be able to take these cars through an S-curve as fast as possible. You should be able to get through these turns in 32 seconds if your line is right. Keep an eye on the corners and you shouldn't have much problem at all. You'll be driving the classic Carrera RS out there. Even a little damage could disqualify you. So I believe this one is happening at Côte d'Azur. We'll check the map and confirm that if I remember the challenge correctly. Corsica, excuse me. I always get those two confused. But this is the tunnel section that we're going to start out on. The S-curves are over here. Tunnel section, this is the finish line of the race course, so just a couple easy corners. It's funny that even in 2000, the Carrera RS 2.7 was a classic car. And now, of course, they're, hundreds of thousands of dollars and very valuable and very rare. And they have several tribute versions in the 991 and 992 for this. Anyways, here we go through the tunnel at Corsica. 32 seconds is their time limit, should be no problem at all. I don't expect this to be a perfect playthrough, by the way, while I'm thinking of it. I know that I will make silly errors and mistakes, and we probably won't win everything. Oh, forgot there are cones there. Alright, well, we got a little bit of damage. We're still good, apparently. It's fine. They don't care. It's just a body scuff. I forgot they put cones there, to take away your apexes so you can't just straight line it. Apparently they don't care that I just slammed the driver's side door of a probably damn near priceless Carrera RS 2.7 into a concrete wall. But I still took the corners like a pro, apparently, so there must be pretty low standards here for Billy to be junior test driver. All right, Rolf. Car control is a very important skill you will need to master to work successfully on the Porsche test team. Sometimes the car will spin on you and you'll need to be able to recover. Complete a 360-degree spin to the right within the length of the cones and try to keep your speed up. You'll need to use your emergency brake to complete this exercise. Piece of cake. We're just going to do a nice 360 through there. The one that I had troubles with when I was a really little kid was the two 180s, and you have to reverse through and use a manual because I didn't understand how manual gearboxes worked when I was 6, funnily enough. But this should be pretty straightforward. We have our handbrake all set, space bar, just like it was in real life. Turn in. Piece of cake. Couple seconds to get back going straight. Under 13 seconds. Not a problem at all. Pretty simple. So yeah, the car definitely likes to bite. Good job, you're making a good impression. Car absolutely likes to bite, which is good. Makes it nice and easy. This is Frank, our first time seeing Frank. Hi Justin, I'm Frank and I'm one of the senior test drivers here at Porsche. I've already heard that you're a pretty talented driver, but the top driver on the team is Stephanie. In all my years here, I've yet to see anyone handle a car like her, and that's why she's known as Ace. So here's a question. Is she the Ace test driver, or is her nickname Ace because she's the best test driver? Because her profile said Ace test driver. Is that a title, or is that like a nickname? I don't know. She and I have a bet going. Stephanie says it's possible to do the highway slalom in less than 28 seconds, and I don't think so. Can you take that car out there and prove me wrong? So this is on the Autobahn section. There's a slalom course, I'm sure, that we're just going to zigzag through here and through a corner. Piece of cake. I don't even know what car this is. It looks to be a 993 Turbo. Yep, 993 Turbo. So cool. Cool car, fun car. Obviously is one generation of Porsche Turbo old at this point, but it was the last air-cooled car. It is kind of cool that all the cars have slightly distinctive handling characteristics. They're not entirely different, but pretty close. to finish. A couple seconds to spare, just over 2 seconds to spare, so awesome. Through that first one, nice and simple. Stephanie will never let me hear the end of this. Yes. We're clicking right through these. Nice and straightforward to start. I need you to do a car delivery for me. These are some of the more fun ones. Definitely some of the interesting challenges where you drive through the whole track and drop off Christmas presents or whatever. I don't remember exactly what they all are, but these are pretty cool ones. I need you to do a car delivery, get this 911 Turbo to the other side of Côte d'Azur by the docks as soon as possible. But watch out, the police are on patrol tonight. They won't pull you over, but they can get in your way. Be quick and good luck, but don't scratch her, there will be trouble. So we're heading to Côte d'Azur. We have quite a long way, basically the first half of the course to get through the city center by the docks here, I guess, is the fictional universe this is. The police are interesting in this game because while they do get in your way and they can be a nuisance, they don't actually do anything. They don't pull you over like in Hot Pursuit 2 or I've never played Hot Pursuit 1, NFS 3. Never played Hot Pursuit, the original, from 97 or 98, whenever that was. So I don't know if they actually pull you over there. I assume they do, but they don't in this game for whatever reason. Some of these big air jumps here are pretty easy to mess up. We do have traffic cars here, our first implementation of that. The traffic cars are absolutely solid, so you really don't want to touch them because they do not move for you. They are straight brick. A little bit too fast in there. The other thing that's cool about this game is the grass actually does slow you down, so you definitely want to stay on the pavement if and when possible. There's our first police car who went flying in the back of a bus. Good to see. Be a little bit cautious here over this jump. Don't want to damage the car, partially because of speed, partially because of not failing for damage. The other thing to keep in mind with this, I mentioned the braking being a little bit wonky earlier. I forgot what I was going to say. The damage slows you down. The jumps are crazy. Oh, this dude's making an overtake, so we're going to go over here nice and smooth. Oh, the scenery. The scenery, because it's from 2000 and is all squares and polygons and so on, is a little bit wonky. It definitely sticks out interestingly. So we're going to try to avoid it. During my test race, I went to the Pyrenees circuit and hit just a normal thing. And unfortunately, there's a police hitting another poor pedestrian in a van. A little bit of a slide there. Make sure we avoid all the traffic, and we'll get to delivery point with plenty of time to spare. But anyways, I hit just like a piece of rock or scenery or whatever. The bus moves out of our way. Awfully nice of them. And it like launched me and flipped me through the air. So we're going to avoid the edges of the scenery on the rocks and stuff. That's very key. Dieter, you made that delivery in plenty of time. Nice job. Thank you very much. We got to be getting close to the end of the first episode here. Here's our first encounter with Stephanie. Thanks for helping me out on that bet with Frank. I knew that Turbo could do that highway slalom course quick. Now let's see how you drive on an extended slalom course. And remember, don't knock over any cones. You need to go from the old town to the forest in under 50 seconds. Good luck. I have a feeling you're going to need it, rookie. So this is a 996 Carrera, Normandy. Fun track. I have no idea, again, how long exactly this course is, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Open field. Hopefully, again, there's no traffic, I would assume, for this.
2, 1.
We are ready. Let's go. We got 50 seconds. Should be plenty of time if I know this game. Nothing too strenuous or difficult, but very fun. Love this game. So very glad to be playing this. Very happy. Again, there are going to be some weird quirks that are just going to happen because this is a very old game. Trying to be played on a modern system, and I'm not smart enough to figure them out. So part of how it goes. But again, thanks to Spencer and Steven especially for helping me get this all set and rocking. A little bit of air there. Nothing too crazy. Alright, piece of cake. This gap's here very narrow. And to finish, we got a couple seconds to get there. Piece of cake. 4 seconds to spare, 4.5. So, good start. Alright, impressive for a rookie. Thank you, Stephanie. So endearing. So yeah, there will be a couple minor things I may tweak with the sound recording, but regardless, this has been pretty good so far, so I hope you're enjoying it. Again, make sure you drop that like, sub down below. We're going to have a super long playthrough of this, probably going to take almost a year. We're going to have one of these hopefully every Saturday, same time as my usual video recording, so keep an eye out for that. Should be great. And hopefully this is something y'all like to see, and let me know if you want to see me play High Stakes or the PC version of Hot Pursuit 2 since we did the PlayStation version. I will go out and look and make sure those are available. I'm 100% sure that the High Stakes PC version is available to play. I just got to figure out how to do it. Again, even older game than this, that's a 99 game. But the PC version of Hot Pursuit, I have no idea if that exists, but we'll have to go see it. It's generally viewed as the inferior version to the PS2 version, but regardless, we can look into that. So let me know. But Frank says, hey Justin, Klaus and I just wrapped up some testing on the skid pad. We have a pretty challenging course set up. I did it in 58 seconds. Think you can beat that? Holy crap. All right, so we got to do a slalom, go down here, and then do a bunch of like S-curve thingies. And as long as I don't get lost, we should be able to do that. Hope I don't get lost, but you never know. My direction following isn't what it used to be. But I already don't remember what the course is, but we'll be fine. Let's get to it. 58 seconds should be plenty of time. This is appears to be a 993 Carrera. Take a nice wide line here for this. That was not intentionally a handbrake turn or anything. We just locked the rears just a little bit, which is fine. Doing this with automatic transmission is a thing. It is a choice, but it's just easier, especially playing on a keyboard. And you only really need the manual for that one challenge. So I think this is our last corner here. Better be, because we only have 14 seconds to go. And to finish, we got 9 seconds to get there. Should be plenty of time. 53 second subs, so 5 seconds we beat Frank. Frank, you're pretty trash. That was awesome. Why, thank you, Frank. I appreciate you. All right, probably just a couple more here. I don't know how many more we have. I have an urgent job for you. Thanks, Dieter. Get this Boxster out to the docks for shipping right away. Time is really tight, so I hope you can make it. Oh, and be sure you don't scratch her or don't bother coming back. I assume we're at Zone Industrial. One of my favorite courses. Very, very interesting course. Very tricky course. One of the more complicated tracks. But should be pretty straightforward. Fun track. Boxster is not too terribly fast. I can't remember if this was a Boxster S or not. Doesn't really matter. We are ready to go.
2, 1, go!
Fun track. A lot to enjoy about this. We got 3 minutes to get there. Should be plenty of time. I do remember all the shortcuts for every track except the one that's in the like classic ruined city. I don't remember exactly what pathing I need to go through for that, so we'll have to do a little bit of experimenting to make sure we get that right. Into the train line here to take the shortcut. We just have to be careful. Sometimes traffic cars do drive in here, which is really annoying and doesn't really make sense. I did of course, being me, I went and looked back years ago. The trains never move, of course, because that would be too much programming for this game, but still a cool feature. I like the alternate pathing and the shortcuts. Thankfully, Zone Industrial here is a very, very wide circuit. Can't remember if he said the police would be out or not, but it doesn't matter. Through the steel mill in there, we'll have some missions that go over there to the right to drop off parts and stuff in there for the mechanic guy whose name I already forgot. Klaus is that his name. We're going to run very, very wide there, hit the wall, take some damage, but we good. We saved it. A little bit of left rear wheel damage, but we're still good. Didn't fail it based on that damage. Apparently it's a tire turn, and I remember the police are indeed out tonight, so we'll get to deal with them. That's always cool. We'll try to bait them over here. Switch back to the right, and we're not nearly fast enough or close enough for this. There we go. Also can't remember how fast the police are. It's not like they have the super catch-up boost like they have in Hot Pursuit 2. Is that guy's gonna... Oh my god, he killed a police officer. That poor man. Okay. That was insane. That poor police officer just absolutely got destroyed. Alright, we're good. Oh my god, he swerved, and we're going to fail this for damage. It's my own fault. I don't know if it failed me for that amount of damage or not. We'll have to see it. It's only yellow. I think that we need red to fail. Although our car is very broken. Very broken. We got a minute to get it there, though, so we'll see if it fails us. I think it needs red damage to fail us, but we'll see. We can always do it again. I said this isn't going to be a perfect playthrough. We're going to have mistakes and weird shit like that, and the pathing of the traffic cars, and again, they're absolute brick. They do not move for you, so yeah, huge head-on collision, massive flip because we're bad, but we're coming up towards the end here, just a couple more corners to go. Car doesn't really like to turn right anymore. It's got a big left lean, which is cool. The damage actually affects your car, which is awesome about this game. We'll see if it fails us for the amount of damage we picked up here. Can't remember which way we have to go. I'm not sure if it actually matters either. Got about 15 seconds yet to get there. I guess it's further around than I thought. I thought it was in this section, but it must be by the docks, which are up here. 10 seconds to go. Should be able to make it. But we'll see if we pass. No, we're not going to make it, folks. We might make it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we just missed out. We were over the time limit, but it didn't matter. We had damage anyways. Another big flip for effect. We're going to have to try it again. Yeah, it doesn't look good on your record. Thanks, Dieter. If the frickin' traffic cars in your zone industrial world here knew how to maintain their lane, that was a very dangerous maneuver. So even with a massive flip like that, if I could have reset it quicker or anything, we would have made it. So not a problem. We'll just do it again. Obviously, we'll take our time a little bit more because these traffic cars are absolutely out to get me, which will become a theme, and that's fine. I don't mind that at all. It's another layer to the game that makes it fun, makes it interesting. A little bit inconvenient, but no matter. Of course, we don't have to pay for any damages in the factory driver mode. When it's our car in the evolution mode, we will have to pay for damages. I have a point I want to make about the evolution mode in the car selection once we get to that point, so I'll have to remember that. But we'll deal with that when we get there, evolution mode. Got a couple more episodes before then, so. Use this part here while we have the open space to fly through there. Again, there's the warehousey bit. We'll slow down a little bit for this corner because it's apparently tighter than I think it is. There we go, nice and smooth at 100, piece of cake. They're side-by-side cars there, running each other off the road. Again, very smart, very civilized. There's our first police officer. Tried to bait him over to the left there, and it worked. We'll see if he gets brutally murdered by any traffic pedestrians here today. I guess they're not really pedestrians if they're in cars, are they? Traffic civilians. Oh, he not only hit me, but then went flying into that delivery truck and killed himself again. So police, definitely a hazard. Here we come up to these jumps under the tunnel. Love this map. It's a really cool map, cool design. Slight drag of the brakes for this guy to inevitably swerve at me for no reason. Another delivery truck here. Mini Cooper, and then another police officer who's just standing. Oh, it's the same guy because you can tell he's got headlights. So cool that they respawn with damage. That's pretty cool. All right, plenty of time. Up here now, we'll go through the... We'll go the other way around this lap this time. Why not? See what that looks like. Refresh our memory. Nice and smooth, no rush. There we go. Head to the left. I almost never went this way when I was a kid, so I don't remember how it works, but it looks to be pretty nice. Wide open. That's good for speed. Good to know. We got 32 seconds this time to get to this checkpoint here, so not a worry at all. Plenty of time. Police are up ahead, but they're going to be too late. Minimal damage, just that one hit from the police officer. That's a 993 cop that time. I think the other one was a, whatever it's called, 930. Good job. Thanks, Dieter. All right. Rolf, when I first started at Porsche, we had rally-style challenges. Some of the drivers here like to keep tradition alive. You have to go over and knock over 12 cones. You have to go out and knock over 12 cones on the course in the correct order. We'll let you know where the next cone is as soon as you knock one over. You'll be driving back and forth all over the place, and to make it tougher, you might not get restarted in the direction you were going if you flip the car. So these are a lot of fun as well. It's essentially most of the Corsica track, which is cool, and we're going to drive through most of this to try to get through this as fast as possible. The fastest route, if you're taking this for a race for reference, is to go left here at this one, then go across this way, and carry this, and take this shortcut here. But anyways, you usually come from in the race, I believe, the other direction. I don't remember if we're going to figure all this out as we go, but none of that matters today because we're taking this Carrera 4 and we're going to go out and try to hit some cones. So interesting how they designed these challenges. I don't know what the PlayStation version is like, but I really like how they laid this game out with the challenges and how you have to drive all over the place and different skill things, different fun things to keep this a fun game mode. It's very interesting, very cool, and Evolution is the mode that everybody focuses on and is my favorite and the most fun, but this is a cool game mode as well, Factory Driver, to be able to do some different things and some different challenges with cars. So we're going to try not to damage the thing here as we go. Head in here to the left. Yeah, I guess we're actually technically going the incorrect direction from the way that you usually race here. So we got 12 cones, that's 1. This is going to be 2. Let's make sure we don't miss it. That's going to be the key. Let's drive into the wall for no reason. At least we're good. All right, this is going to be 3. handbrake turn, which we did a 360, which is fine. It's fine. So this is 4 if I remember correctly. We'll keep this full throttle here and then just brake right at the end. Make sure we get the direction change because we didn't know which way we were going. Is that 4? I believe that was 4. Nice and slow here for this corner. About a third of the way through here. Oh shit. Missed it. Alright, not great on my part. I'm gonna have to turn around again. Car very slow to get going apparently, but that's alright. So that's 5, I believe. No matter, I'm sure we get a little bit of buffer time built in for this challenge, just so that's playable for children like myself. We're gonna go right into this tunnel here. A little bit of a slide, just the halfway mark there. Missed that one because I pretty much forgot what we were doing. Forgot we had to aim at stuff and I was just trying to go as fast as I could. Another cone there. I believe that's 7, maybe? See what direction it wants us to go here. Right. Thankfully, no traffic cars or anything here today to deal with. Minute and 20 to go. That's where I punted that first cone, apparently. I assume we're going this way then. Didn't tell me otherwise. Hope I lost count because we still have 5 more cones to go. We may not make this because there's 50 seconds left. Into the tunnel, very narrow section here. Easy to pick up damage. We'll have to be mindful of that in evolution mode. Car grip pretty well there actually. Hopefully this is 10, not 9, but don't remember. Coming up towards the end of the circuit, so that's good at least. That's a good sign. I assume there's going to be one here around this corner, so let's slow down a little bit. At least they give you a massive yellow arrow, so it's straightforward. Alright, we got to push a little bit. Hopefully there's only one more cone left, but we only got 7 seconds because I really shot myself in the foot there. Yeah, we're not going to make the time again, folks. We're over the time, but let's see by how much. Hopefully this is it. Wasn't by much, so 2.5 seconds and a bit. I messed that one up by missing that one cone, but in the old 3.56s, wow, Rolf, that's pretty harsh. Anyways, we'll do it again. If we just wouldn't have missed that one cone, would be all right. And my sloppy 360 turn that was supposed to be a 180 didn't help either. But 2.5 seconds should be easy enough to find. We know where all the cones are now, and we're just making more content. That's all this is. It's a fun playthrough. Get ready to turn there before we got to the cones, since we knew we were going to have to anyways. Clever thinking. Very clever, Justin. Also, I don't know for sure, but something tells me that a Carrera 4 stock in the 90s could not do 200 miles an hour. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways. This is the one that I missed here coming up in a couple of corners, so let's not do that again. Let's around this next bend. Nice and slow. There we go. So that's probably 10 seconds or so saved right there. No big mistakes so far. I think we're going to have to go right here. That's correct. Oh, we're going to turn the wrong way, but we got it stopped, I guess, technically. Again, very easy to lock the rear brakes in this game. For whatever reason, the brake pressure just likes to spin cars out, which is fine. Just a weird quirk. Got to be aware of it. That one didn't hurt us too much, because usually if you hold the brakes and lock it down, it pretty much straightens you back out. Eventually, you just obviously lose all your speed and your ability to go where you're trying to go and point correctly. So let's not hit that wall. Okay, and then we're going to go right here out of this tunnel. Is also in this game a lot of off-power oversteer, which is good. So I like a pointy nose, but that seems to be every car has a little bit on throttle understeer. Again, no idea if that's period correct or not, but it's just the way the game handles, which is fine. All right, cruising along here nicely, making decent time. All right. This section here again with just over a minute to go, a little bit more time in our pocket, which is great. There's the minute to go barrier right there, so we're a couple seconds ahead of where we were last time, which is excellent because we need every bit of it. About 6 seconds ahead, it seems like. Which means we're on track to make it by about 4 seconds, if my math is correct, but we'll prove that's not in just a couple seconds here. I was going to say, please hit it. The nose didn't quite cut like I thought it would have wanted it to, but we made it. And we're coming up to the finish here shortly. Plenty of time. We're actually going to end up with 20 seconds extra, so much faster than I thought I was. But regardless, nice, clean, perfect run through there that time. For a rookie, you handled that course pretty well. Well, thank you, Rolf. Klaus, my guy. Hey, Justin, nice to finally meet you. I'm Klaus, one of the mechanics here at Porsche. Can you do me a favor? Take this 993 turbo out and test the emergency brake. Do a couple 360 spins within the length of the cones and let me know how she feels. Easy enough. We just got to do 2. We're doing it down and back. Should be pretty straightforward, easy enough. Love to see it. And we are ready to go.
3, 2, 1.
Again, when I was a kid, the hard part of this was always getting the thing to spin in the length of the cones, but not too difficult now. Like that. Doesn't like to do that. Alright, so we're going to start over again because it does not like to complete the full spin. Probably a user error, driver error, but
3,
that's
2,
alright.
1.
It's a nice quick challenge that we're going to restart. When Rhino GT4, who I used to watch play this game a lot, played through this. What was wrong with that one? Bro, that one was pretty perfect. I don't know what they're talking about.
3, 2,
Anyways, when Rhino GT4 played this game, I didn't watch every single episode back then, but I just remember that some of these challenges he got really frustrated at, and they weren't the ones that I thought would be difficult. Alright, there's one, so that's good. Again, it shouldn't be too terribly difficult here, but it's about looping them together and having the game accepted is the hard part. Alright, we're going to go for right hand down turning again. Are you kidding me? What was wrong with that one? This is going to be one of those. This is going to be the death of me. Alright. Come on, Justin. I don't know what's wrong with that second one, but surely we can make 2 handbrake 360 turns unless I got to just hold the handbrake longer. Seriously, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Someone tell me I'm on crack.
3,
What is the matter with this?
1, go!
I don't understand why. Do I have to start earlier? Am I not finishing it by the end of the cones? Okay. 1. Okay. We can do this. Maybe. Okay, thank goodness. I don't know what was so difficult about that, but we did it. 2 handbrake 360s, less than 30 seconds. We made it. It's all that matters. Took a couple extra tries, but that's no matter. Thanks, Klaus. Now driving out there. It's good to have you on board, even though your challenges are stupid and they don't register correctly. It's fine. Dieter, we need you to demo a new 996 for an important customer. Push the car hard through the canyons. Be fast. Make sure you don't scratch her. Follow the arrows and you won't get lost. Also, pay attention to where you are going because if you have to be restarted, you might not get set in the right direction and it may not be a successful demo. So we're essentially driving through Corsica, which is fine. It's going to tell us again, same thing similar to the cone pursuit where we had to hit those cones a couple minutes ago. It's going to tell us where to go. We're not just driving through the course in the fastest route, which is fine.
2, 1,
All right.
go!
I don't remember what the look back key is, not that we really need it, but if you'll notice there in the passenger seat, we have the guy that we're demonstrating for in the car with us, which is, again, a really cool feature for a game from 2000 to have that level of detail to put the other guy in the car with you. I think that's awesome. It's silly and stupid and doesn't really matter, but I think it's awesome. Also, I love how we're just doing this on public roads, and I don't know where Corsica is. I assume it's like France or somewhere near France, Germany, Belgium, somewhere in there, but I love that we're just doing this like on the public road and it's not frowned upon, which you could never do today. Obviously, I mean it's a game, I get that, but it's just funny that they're just like so. Oh yeah, go out there and do this. Is the traffic going to help me out with that police officer again? All right, nice and smooth. They're going to tell us again to go through certain sections of this track here at some point. I get to take the dirt section. And again, traffic cars come in here occasionally, which is really not just interesting, but also a little bit funny. But it's like, why would the traffic cars ever come in here and navigate this? It's like a mine. Going left, that's good, easier. Again, 4-minute time limit. If we just make no mistakes, should be pretty straightforward. Make sure we miss this traffic car here in case he swerves for no reason. All these traffic cars are very generic and blocky, which I don't have a problem with, it's fine. But it just looks kind of funny compared to my high detailed Porsche car. Just that one police officer, so I'm sure there's another one due here any second. Let's see which way it wants us to go up here. There he is indeed. I guess I had to use a little bit of handbrake there as the police officer turns around behind us because we're going this way. Didn't quite get my braking for that corner right. No matter. Police officer's having a bad day on the map there. Despawns because he was very lost. Going left, thankfully, here. There's some more traffic. It's been a little while. Just over the halfway point of our time limit. I wonder if we're going back to the start now, back where we originally came from. Not sure. Police officer in the tunnel sideways, there he is. He's driven right into the wall, traffic car facing the wrong way. It's all good. It's all good. We are having fun and we are learning about this game. So again, appreciate y'all. Hope this is going to be a fun, cool series. Again, going to be a pretty long playthrough. Some of these are going to be quite long with the, especially in the evolution mode. Some of them are going to be a little bit shorter at the start of the evolution mode, but again, those are pretty slow cars also. But hopefully it's fun. Again, if you played this game back when you were a kid or maybe still enjoy it now, whatever, hopefully this is a cool playthrough. Been wanting to do this for a long time, so it's awesome to be back on it. It really is. And again, it's been a really long time since I played this, so very excited about it. But again, make sure you drop that like, sub down below so you don't miss any of them. And obviously they'll have their own playlist and they'll come out, like I said, hopefully every Saturday, unless something else is going on for some reason. Oh, there's our police officer buddy to come and damage my car. So now we're going to learn, oh geez, now we're going to learn if the damage being yellow disqualifies us because we just got a slight hit there. Not sure if that's costly or not. 27 seconds to spare. I really don't want to do that again, so hopefully yellow damage doesn't disqualify us. We can't count on a sale after that. So yep, yellow damage disqualifies us. Thanks, cop. We got all the way to the end with 2 corners to go. You screwed us up.
2, 1, go!
So that's really dumb and unfortunate, but at least the course is pretty straightforward and traffic wasn't too terribly bad. But I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid the cop just bonsaiing me in a corner that we have to slow down to take. I mean, we had 27 seconds to spare. It only took 3.5 minutes, so it's not a huge inconvenience. Again, it doesn't really matter, but it's just like, really? Like, now I gotta do the whole thing again because the cop, I don't know what he's doing, is I almost just slid wide with understeer into that van. So now we gotta just hope and pray the cops aren't freaking idiots is what I'm hearing today. A little bit of damage there. Again, this car is pretty understeery, actually. It doesn't exactly cut like I thought it would now that we're pushing a little bit more because we know where we're going. 993 cop, hello. At least the traffic pulls over for them. We're probably going to get speared and bonsai'd in here, I would guess. He went the other way because I don't know if I juked him out or if he just actually was going to go that way, but a little bit of damage, but not disqualifying damage, so that's good. No matter. Car handling doesn't seem to be affected because I already kind of drove like a turd, to be honest with you. It's just a little bit understeery, which again, I don't like. I like my noses to be nice and pointy. On race cars, I might add, not on women. So before that starts as a rumor or anything, I mean, I don't distinguish features like that. If you have a pointy nose, you have a pointy nose. But no, on race cars, I like my rear tires to be looser, loose as fast as always, and I prefer my cars to be nice and pointy with their direction change. So we'll slow down a little bit more for this corner, knowing that it's sharper and we don't have to slide wide this time. Our time last time was 3:33, so we'll see if we can beat that here today. Again, driving through the grass a little bit isn't really harmful, but you don't want to make a habit of it or do too much of it because it does slow you down compared to being on the pavement, which is a cool feature. Again, cool touch. That driving very wide through there. Probably just the one more cop to deal with here. There he is, spawning again in the tunnel against a wall for no reason. I'm sure he will catch up here shortly, and then we'll have to deal with him at the end again, which is crap. Looked like that van was going to swerve there. He juked to the left slightly. Alright, we'll see if we get a new spawn of the cop here, which I can't remember if we did last time or not, to be honest with you. I assume we will, just because that's how this goes for me. There he is. Again, now facing the correct way. It is 993, which should be able to keep up with this in theory, assuming it's a Porsche. I don't really know. But he'll get a big head of steam down here if he doesn't hit a traffic car, and then he'll come spear us into this corner, which would be lovely, of course. So we'll slow down nice and easy here. Cop comes flying along. Here he comes. Thank you for your catch up there, officer. He's going to go way up ahead for no reason. Please don't just stop in front of me. We're good, and we'll just aim for the finish line, and we have succeeded. Sorry, copper. Nothing you can do today. This time. A couple seconds faster. That was one satisfied customer. Just a small wall tap early in the run. Well done. Love to see it. Rolf, we got 944 today. Justin, you've been with us a while now, and it's time to see if you're ready to be a full-fledged test driver. We have set up the standard test driver testing course for you. It's what we use to grade all of our test drivers. Complete the course in the time limit to earn your promotion. And one more thing, the weather might not be perfect out there. Good luck. I assume this is Autobahn. Yes, it is. Cool. So I think this is it for this episode. This will be the last one if we're able to finish this, and then we'll be on to whatever is next. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
So Porsche 944 cab, convertible if you're American, cabriolet. 59 seconds is our time limit for this year. Nothing too crazy. Not the fastest car ever, but should be pretty straightforward. Ryan, my brother, has a very particular soft spot for the 944. He just loves this car. I think it's a fine car. It's not my favorite by any means or anything, but it's a nice car. Oh, that's a bullshit one. I barely clipped it, but you should be able to hit one and be alright. And as I hit that one too, so now we might be in trouble. Only 10 seconds to go here. Not sure if we're going to have enough time to finish this one now. But we'll see. We'll just push the limits, because why not? 5, 4, if I can get the car to turn, damn it. 2, 1. So you can get away with 1 cone hit, but we couldn't get away with 2, so need to find 7 tenths more, 59.7. We'll try again. Thank you so much. I know. I just had to extend this episode a little bit longer.
3, 2,
All right, come on, Justin. Focus up.
go!
Oh, we barely missed that one. That was the skin of my teeth, whatever that means. I never understood that phrase because it's not a real thing, but no matter, we're all good. Not hit the cone is the key. So we're already tracking ahead. I don't even know how much time it adds on, like 1 second for each cone you hit. I don't know, but we're still good. Nice and smooth, nice and straightforward. 2 seconds to spare and a bit. And that's that, and I think we got our test driver thing. So we will be promoted, and that's going to be it. You earned your promotion to test driver. Let's go. So, junior test driver, check. And episode number 1, check. Let's see what Dieter has to say. Justin, you have performed suitably well, quite a mild compliment there, in your previous position as junior test driver. Now it's time to undertake new and exciting challenges within the Porsche test team. Congratulations on your promotion to test driver. You have been given the use of a custom painted 1973 911 Carrera RS company car out of recognition of your excellent performance. You've done well so far, but now things are going to become more difficult. I'm sure you can rise to the challenge. So, obviously, they gave me a custom 1973 99 whatever this is, Carrera RS 2.7. So they obviously weren't that mad about me digging that one into the wall in like the second challenge or whatever that was. So we are now test drivers. So that's going to be it for this first one. We'll have to accept that, and we'll do that afterwards. But um, I assume and I fear that as soon as I window out of this to end the recording, it's going to bring the music back because it's all weird and it's going to be very loud. So I apologize about that. So I'll do my outro now. I appreciate you all so much as usual. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below so you don't miss anything from Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, iRacing as usual throughout the week, and other stuff we do here, Camaro content, track day content, etc. So appreciate you all so much. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled through the next several months for this game, and again, give me your thoughts on Need for Speed games, this game, if you played this game, if you enjoyed this game, and let me know if you want to see different Need for Speed games in the future. But for now, we'll have several episodes of this, so next time out, we'll have the test driver challenges. I appreciate the patience while I figure out how to play this game, and again, if the audio is messed up, I'm going to go watch this whole thing back right now, but won't be able to fix it, obviously, until the next episode, so I appreciate the patience and understanding, but hopefully everything went pretty well. And we'll move on to what's next. So next up will be the test driver challenges, and we'll see you all next week. So that's going to be it. Till next time, as always. Bye bye.